Hello Internet and welcome to Gay Theory, where a cringe idiot talks about stupid shit on the internet even though nobody asked. Just like MatPat 3 years ago, I also record in a closet, just a different kind of closet. Anyway, today's topic is this guy, but not this guy, this one, this guy. This guy plays video games and this guy died. Big difference. Please don't think I'm talking about this guy. I don't care about this guy's life. I care about this guy's life. Big difference. It's very important. Everywhere past this point is me talking about the characters. Also, my family is only gone for a very limited time, so I have to record this fast. Which is why I made a Google slide. Yo, it's a Google slide. I'm very sorry. I am so poor. This is the best I have. Anyway, this all starts on a VOD titled Creating the Lab. It was streamed on May 22nd of last year, and in this stream, Ranboo, he builds a lab where he can experiment on himself to figure out more oh my god, I cannot fucking talk. Figure out more about the Enderwalk. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's the word. Basically, he builds this lab in order to find more information about the Enderwalk, and, but the thing is that he says that he already has this information, which is weird as fuck, because he just built the lab, but you know what, whatever, it doesn't matter. He says that he actually has tons of information about the Enderwalk, and that he even has information on how to bounce himself into the Enderwalk. And that's crazy, right? And then he says that he doesn't just have that information, he also has the solution on how to merge himself and the Enderwalk back together. And the Enderwalk is actually the full version of himself, right? The Enderwalk is like the full Ranboo experience. The Ranboo that we see is just a fragment of Enderwalk Ranboo. And the Enderwalk has a theory on how to merge their brains in order to become full Ranboo again. And this is the theory that Enderwalk Ranboo has. And this is what Ranboo says would merge him in the Enderwalk. I'm gonna get real close to my screen so you can listen. Okay, look.
This entire thing wasn't really actually just random experiments. Because I was going to solve it, and I thought that I needed you guys here for it. Reason why I didn't need a splash potion is because I didn't need to splash it, and then I would use the arrow and go up into there.
See, when he says go up into there, that is a pile of water. He is saying that in order to merge himself and the Enderwalk, he needs to die. He fully admits it, he fully says it. He says that that is the only way that he knows of to merge the Enderwalk. And you might be thinking, how in the ever-loving hell will dying help? And why the fuck does Enderwalk Ranboo think that? That's just ridiculous. Because if Ranboo dies, then Enderwalk Ranboo dies, because Enderwalk Ranboo is just the full version of Ranboo. But think about it, this motherfucker has the ability to revive people, right? And Enderwalk Ranboo says the only way to merge their brains is if they die. And guess who has the ability to revive people? Do you see the connection I'm making here? Do you see the connection? This guy right here is the only person capable of reviving Ranboo if they died. Which is why, you know how this guy has been working with No, I'm getting my words confused now. Let me start over. You know how Enderwalk Ranboo has been working with Dream for a really long time, but nobody really knows why, because Ranboo isn't that type of person, right? Ranboo wouldn't be doing this stuff on purpose. He wouldn't be doing this stuff just because he's not an asshole. Well, whether he's an asshole or not is kind of debatable because he did yell at Tubbo in Wilbur's short story, but that's not important right now. What's important is that if this guy has the ability to revive Enderwalk Ranboo after he dies, then logically Enderwalk Ranboo would want to be on good terms with him in order to make sure he doesn't die, because Ranboo doesn't want to die. So he's like, okay, buddy, if you can revive me after I die, and I really need to die to give my brain a reset, if you can revive me, I will do whatever you want as long as it's not like incredibly horrible. And Dream is like, bet. So Dream tells them, like, you can't read that, but it's not important. Anyway, Dream tells them that they will revive them as long as they, like, blow up the community house and then blow up the prison and shit. And Dream tells them their plans. They're like, don't worry, no one will directly die from you doing this, so go ahead and do it. And so they do it. And this right here is them blowing up the prison so Tommy gets trapped in there. And you might be thinking, Ranboo wouldn't want to trap Tommy, right? And if Ranboo isn't being mind controlled, that means he blew up the prison of his own free will. And that's what I'm saying here. Dream told Enderwalk Ranboo that Tommy wasn't gonna die. That's the only way that Ranboo would have done this, right? So Dream says, no matter what happens to Tommy, I promise he will make it out of the prison alive. So Enderwalk Ranboo, guiltily and ashamed, blows up the prison anyway, because they really need that revival. And Dream wasn't lying either. Dream fully was telling the truth, and Dream might not have told Ranboo that. Like, that's just a theory on why they did it without mind control. But there's also more. There's more evidence of Dream telling Ranboo their plans. And it's the Dream voice. And you might be thinking, the Dream voice was Dream talking in Ranboo's head. How does that make any sense? Well, the Dream voice wasn't real. The Dream voice was Enderwalk Ranboo slowly slipping into Enderwalk and remembering the conversations he's had with Dream. Meaning that Dream had fully told Enderwalk Ranboo his plans in order to get Enderwalk Ranboo to do his bidding. And keep in mind when I'm saying this, Enderwalk Ranboo didn't do this, he didn't do this with the intention of hurting anyone. He did this with the intention that he doesn't want to die, and this is the only way that he can die without, like, being permanently dead. This is, like, the only way he can reset his mind. That's what I'm saying here. So please don't think I'm calling Enderwalk Ranboo evil, because he's not. But I'm just saying, if I constantly zoned out and constantly forgot, like, everything to the point where I forgot my own first language, I wouldn't want that either. And if I was so afraid of forgetting everything, I would team up with an evil maniac to get my memories back as well. So keep that in mind, because I don't hate Ranboo. He's one of my, like, second favorite characters. And this is what I'm talking about when the Dream voice isn't real. Here, let me just get real close so you can hear it.
Are you real? Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm real too.
no, but you're not real.
Dream.
Yeah, you're not Dream, but
See, I accidentally went forward a bit too much there, but basically, in that stream, in that part of the video, he says that he is real, but he's only as real as Ranboo's thoughts, and he isn't Dream. This is just Enderwalk Ranboo slowly getting back his memories and remembering the conversations he's had with Dream and the deal he made with Dream, and then remembering he blew up the community house. That's what's happening in this. That's what's happening here. And this is further evidence of Enderwalk Ranboo teaming up with Dream with no mind control, none of that. That's not what's happening. And the theory of, well, it's not really a theory, it's canon. The whole thing with Ranboo and Enderwalk Ranboo being merged when they die is proven with ghostboo. Because ghostboo, the first thing that ghostboo says is that he absolutely despises Ranboo, but he also says that he has all his memories, meaning that he has all his memories and that the whole death thing worked. It actually merged Ranboo's mind, meaning that Ranboo was right when he said that death was the only way to solve the Enderwalk, because the Enderwalk is gone. He has all his memories now, all his memory loss. It's cured because he died. But the thing is that you might be thinking, well, ghostboo isn't Enderwalk Ranboo, and you're wrong, because ghostboo feels guilty for this. He feels guilty for this, which is why he tells people he's not Ranboo at first, because he feels so guilty for what he did in Enderwalk. And Enderwalk Ranboo probably felt that way while doing it. He probably felt really guilty while doing this, but he needed to get revived by Dream in order to not die. And that's why I'm saying that Enderwalk Ranboo, in the end, teamed up with Dream with no mind control in order to have a way to be revived after he died, in order to merge his brain back together. Thank you for listening to that. It was a whole mess. I'm sorry if it was confusing. I'm trying really hard. But yeah, ghostboo is the full version of Ranboo, and whether he's getting revived again or not, it doesn't matter, because he has all his memories and his family lives with him now. So happy Ranboos, I guess. Happy lore, I guess. The end. Happy endings. Anyway, bye, I guess.